Hello everyone, welcome to my class to continue with the third chapter, that is nationalism in India. Till so far we have covered till civil disobedience movement. In my previous video I have discussed about how the movement started, what were the reasons behind why Gandhiji launched the movement, right? And we have discussed about the Dandi March and some of the important features. Now, in this video, I'll be covering another important aspect of civil disobedience movement. This is an important part of this movement. How the participants saw the movement, those people who were participating in civil disobedience movement, how they saw this movement, right? So let's start the topic. Jats of UP and Pattidars of Gujarat. These two classes, in UP, the Jats, and in Gujarat, the Pattidars. These classes were of rich peasants who used to invest their money on cash crops. They were the producers of cash crops, right? Um in Europe, there was a great depression occurred in the economies of most of the nation in the time in the year 1929 1930. So due to that depression, their business their business of cash crops got hard hit, right? And they were not in a condition to pay the revenues to the British government, right? So they saw this as an opportunity to get rid of paying high revenues to the government. They saw this movement that if we will join this movement, we will it will give support to Gandhiji, and if in case the Gandhiji succeeded in letting the foreigners out of this country, then we'll be free from paying high revenues to the British government. And their cash crop business was collapsing at that time, right? So this particular class of rich peasants, they saw this movement as an opportunity to escape from paying the high revenues to the government. Now the poorer peasantry class, they wanted uh, they to their unpaid taxes to the landlords to be remitted. Means the poor peasants who were not having their own lands, many times they used to work on other people's land or landlords land. Then they used to pay high taxes, not only taxes but rents to the landlords. So they saw this movement as an opportunity that if they'll participate, they'll give their support, and if it become successful, then they'll be free from paying high revenues, high taxes to the landlords, and whatever the taxes they have not paid to the landlords to be remitted. Means they were not be paying these taxes to the landlords. They'll be free from these undue taxes, right? So their prime motive was to reduce the burden of taxes on them, right? So this was their aim to participate in the movement. Now the business class, they were keen on expanding their trade in India, but they were facing high competition with the foreign products. The early entrepreneurs, the early businessmen in India, they wanted to expand their industrial industries, and in doing that, they were facing a problem with the foreign competitors, right? So what they wanted, the business class wanted to protect against the imports of the foreign products. They wanted to safeguard their business, and this can be done if Indians will have their own government, then the government will impose high import duties on the foreign products, right? So this will going to reduce the foreign products in the Indian market, and they'll get a chance to sell their own product, to expand their own business. So this is how their interest in supporting the Congress in civil disobedience movement was to expand their business, right? And they were financially helping the Congress also, right, with their funds. Now, when these things, the business class, this was their prime motto. So they formed two organizations to combine their interest, to combine the interest of the industries. What they have formed, the Indian Industrial and Commercial Congress in 1920. One organization was Indian Industrial and Commercial Congress in 1920, and second was Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry. It is, in short, it is called FICCI in 1927. This is important from exam point of view, right? So that they can combinedly put their demands to take part, active part in the movement, right? Now, another section, that is of the industrial workers section, they didn't participated in the movement, or they half-heartedly gave their support to the civil disobedience movement. The reason was they already knew one thing, that the business class is supported by the Congress, and if in case the Britishers will going to leave the nation and the Congress will form the government, they will going to support the business class as they were funding the Congress, right? So the participation of the workers, industrial workers in the movement was half-hearted, or it is only in Nagpur that they have shown their enthusiasm in participating in the movement. Half-heartedly, at some places, the industrial worker wearing Gandhi topi and doing rally and all these things, but these incidents were occurring at few places only, right? So half-heartedly they have participated. Another reason of their why they didn't participate in the movement was that their demand, basic demands of increasing their wages and lowering their working hours, these demands were not included in the program of struggle of the Congress, right? And somewhere they were hurt by this. Moreover, their cause, their demands were raised by other political groups like the socialist and the communist. So many times by getting their support, by getting the support of these groups, the workers organized themselves and took a stand against the government. So Congress doesn't wanted to include such demands in their program of action. Reason being, somewhere their ideology was different from the communist and the socialist ideology, and moreover these parties were also giving a political competition to the Congress in political arena. So that is why the Congress was reluctant to include these demands in their program of action, right? So that is why industrial workers were disappointed by this, and they didn't participated wholeheartedly in the civil disobedience movement. So this is how the different sections of Indian society who participated in the movement, how they saw this movement. They were actually not thinking about the nationalism. They were actually wanted to solve their own problems, right? So when we talk about the Patidars and the Gujarat and Jats of UP, the rich landlord class, they were they wholeheartedly gave their support to the civil disobedience movement. They were very active in the movement. But when Gandhiji called off the movement, they were very disappointed. And when Gandhiji relaunched the movement, they didn't give their support wholeheartedly. Second time, right? Somewhere they were disappointed by the action of the Gandhiji, right? Now the poorer peasantry class also, they didn't give their wholehearted support second time when Gandhiji relaunched the movement. Reason being, somewhere they were afraid of the fact that if the movement was again called off by the Gandhiji, then they were suppressed by their landlords, right? So they didn't give their support. Even the business class second time when the movement was launched, they also kept themselves aloof from the movement. Reason being, they saw they wanted to safeguard their business, reason, the disturbing condition, the disturbances in the nation, and these disturbances doesn't bringing any positive change in the situation. So they also kept themselves apart from the movement second time, right? And I've told you that the industrial worker, they were already not participating in the movement even in the first time. The second time also they didn't give their support to the civil disobedience movement, and this became one of the reason the movement lost its momentum in 1934, right? So this is all about how the different sections of the Indian society who participated in the civil disobedience movement, they saw this movement, right? Please watch my upcoming videos. In that I'll be concluding with the civil disobedience movement, right? So this is all about the participants who have their own personal motives, who have their own personal reasons for participating in the civil disobedience movement. Please like, share and review, and please subscribe my channel. Thank you.